Ta-da! So,
what it do? How's your day going?
I'm gonna take your role in clearing my throat. I'll be the throat clearer this episode.
Okay.
Because I was telling you right before. So I've only been awake for less than an hour because I like to sleep in on the weekends. And so I woke up and I was like, oh man, I don't have enough time. I have enough time to do everything, like take Gabby out, eat and all that. So I'm like rushing around, and I got Wingstop last night. And so I heated up some Wingstop and I just faced like 10 wings in a matter of two. No, I didn't get any fries.
Oh.
And in a matter of like 2 to 3 minutes, just bam, bam, bam. So I'm like,
yeah, the chicken's still going down your throat.
Yeah, it hasn't even hit my stomach yet.
You know, I wonder if you can go to Wingstop and be like, hey, could I get your wings, but whatever you douse your fries in, like the salger?
Yeah, I wonder if it's just sugar and salt.
I mean,
or if they have like garlic powder or something else in there.
But I mean, they'd have to be like, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, just be like,
that shit is so good. Sorry,
dude. Yeah, it's like it really is. It's like it's very addictive. It's one of those things where you can't, once you start, you can't stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I skipped out on the fries last night because I just wanted to get the wings. But dude, their fries, Salger is what it is. So hold on, I'm looking up. You said that you wanted to get a Don't Trip hat.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, when we both saw the Mac Miller Tiny Desk, we were like, that's a sick hat.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted one. I've thought about getting one, but obviously our hats are different. You like the firm hats. You also rock with trucker hats from time to time, and I'm more of like a baseball cap kind of guy.
Right.
Every now and then, like the other day, I got a Big Sean hat from like the label, and I was like, you know what? I'll wear it to work. It's early in the morning. See, I like that corduroy one, man.
Dude, that is cool.
No cap.
Cap. Is that irony, or is that ironic? Putting no cap on cap on a cap.
Ooh, the relaxed one too.
Yeah, relax.
I really like white, and I got this new sweater, and it's white, and I love it. But white,
dude, that sweater is dope. Oh, dude, you could get a beanie. I think they have some fitted hats somewhere. Get you a bucket hat, dude.
Dude, I need a new bucket. I'd rock that trucker hat.
Get it.
I actually like the blue one right next to it. Or whatever, teal, whatever.
Yeah. Look at this one.
Ooh. Whoa. Can't even read that.
Yeah, you got to have a bold personality to wear that.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have any.
Yeah, I don't think they have, because I've looked through the website. But I was saying that I'm more of a baseball cap kind of guy. So you can go to the hat stores inside the mall, which I haven't gone to the mall in like a year since obviously
sure.
But because this was the last hat I got, and it's just a straight red hat.
What does it have on it? Oh,
nothing.
It's just red.
Yeah, but they could stitch it in store. It takes like 20 minutes or whatever. So I was like, what if I just go there, get that font or as close to the font? Because I'm assuming they have their font book in there.
Yeah, you can just show them the logo.
Yeah, he's like, don't trip. Just get my hat.
Yeah, you could. I don't know if they would like. Bobby's in the house. What's up, man? Yeah, they could do that.
Bobby's got a big day. What are the Cowboys? What are they called? Oklahoma State?
Oh, yeah, Oklahoma State Cowboys. Are you talking about March Madness?
Yeah, they're playing Texas.
Dude, I never have followed March Madness really.
Yeah, I don't care about. Like, I'm not even the biggest basketball fan. Now you're asking me to watch a bunch of college kids. Like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, dude, it's so weird. Like up until this last year, like us doing fantasy football, I
Yeah,
never watched the NFL. I've said this before.
yeah.
And it's so weird because I'll watch professional basketball, like I'll watch the NBA, and then I would watch college football, but
And now, yeah,
not the reverse. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm
Dude,
not.
speaking of basketball though, did you get on that Top Shot stuff with the
Not yet, dude. Dude, we finally got paid, dude. I worked 30 hours of overtime. So
Jesus.
this paycheck was pretty good. So
Wow. But okay, so I got my
is it an
first.
app?
No, it's not an app. It's just NBATopShot.com.
I still don't understand the value of NFTs though. Like I understand what it is, but I'm like, why are people hyping this? Like it's a currency exchange. Like why?
So I've been doing a lot of research on NFTs
All
because
right, break it down.
well, I'm going to break it down to the level that I've learned so far
Okay.
because I still don't fully understand it. But everything, and like how I am, like once I like get into something, like I'm just like in the zone on it. Like I want to learn everything that I can about it. So NFTs are basically like they're digital. Oh yeah, Heat's in the dude. Heat can.
All right.
Heat. Whenever I mess this up,
should we get Heat in here?
You want to? Yeah, let's get Heat in
here. Heat. Check your email. He can explain it. Dude, this podcast is about to go off the rails.
Oh, I know. Hold on. I'm gonna send you an email, Heat, and if you want to, you can jump on. Just click on the link. If not, I totally understand.
Heat's been hustling. I got some questions for Heat though.
All right, here we go.
I don't know if it's true, but they say guys get. Oh, you putting your email out there? Like,
oh, damn, dude! I have your email. You didn't have to do that.
Can you delete that?
He don't care. What did Bobby say? I don't know if it's true, but they say guys get vasectomies in March so they can watch March Madness. What does that mean?
Like
you get a vasectomy? He said, "I don't care. Come try me." No, I have your email, dude. Check your email, and I have a link. I sent you a link, and you just click on that.
You're gonna have to triple screen. You're gonna have to make the screen bigger for a second.
Yeah, no, it'll adjust once he gets on. But I got my first pack on Top Shot.
Victor Oladipo.
So I got Draymond Green, Victor Oladipo, and Anthony Edwards.
That's a good one. Dude, he's balling out. I will say that.
And like it's just like a
GIF.
No, it's not. It's like a little clip.
But like,
so think of it like. So I'm trying to remember of like one of the analogies that I came across whenever it was like being explained to me. It's like buying. It's like buying either art, baseball cards, music, whatever, just in a digital space, right?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Go. Dude. So did you get your the Top Shot that we pre-ordered those packs? Did you get yours in?
I did. I actually just opened it this morning. It was a whole
I did too.
A whole lot of trash.
Yeah, I don't.
Trash. Let me get right here. Do I look okay?
You look good.
I haven't been on camera in a minute. So.
Well, welcome.
Here we go. That's better.
What are we drinking?
That is Starbucks iced coffee with lactate of all things. I've never had lactate before up until today.
What is lactate?
It's like it's milk for lactose intolerant people.
Oh, yeah. Mijo, you should try that.
I just drink almond milk.
Oh yeah, you can go that route too. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it's not bad though. I mean, it's coffee, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it sounds like I jumped in right on time on this.
Break down NFTs because I feel like you can explain it better.
I mean, all right. So I read something on Twitter the other day, and that was the best analogy I've heard. And it's like the way they put it was, we're building this digital world, right? And we're like the narrators of it. And NFTs are like the artwork that you hang on your digital house, like on the wall in your digital house. Like, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I haven't wrapped my head all the way around these things yet.
It's kind of hard to, right?
Like,
I guess my question is, like, people who make an NFT, like I saw someone on like Vox, so it's a YouTube channel, and he's like, I think it was Gary V's homeboy, one on like 137 or whatever. He's like, I made this NFT and I made it worth $10,000. But the more people that share it, the value goes up. But I feel like with a piece of art, let's say the Mona Lisa, that's like been valued with like historical sense, right? Like it's a famous painting, and
right.
But a GIF or a video clip of Victor Oladipo, like, why is it worth $20 or $20,000?
Well, why is anything worth anything?
Why is any of it worth anything right now? That's the whole thing.
I think there's rarity though, right? Like there's always going to be more GIFs, and people can get on YouTube and create their own NFTs of Victor Oladipo. But if there's only one Mona Lisa, then like that's why the original, you could buy a print of the Mona Lisa for $10 at the Louvre.
I guess the point being is the point of the NFTs is blockchain back, so each one of these things has its own, identification. You know what I'm saying? So like to argue what you just said, there's only one of those, but to tie it back into Top Shot, let's say you got 1,000 of these things, right? And each one of them has a serial number, and each one of them is backed by something. So in today's climate, I guess it's digital currency.
So I guess where does it live though?
It lives in a wallet, just like your crypto does.
Well, I don't have but again, then it's just creating another app, and I think that's why a lot of people are just maybe confused.
I mean, it's more than just an app though, because at this point you're tying in so many different things.
Let's listen to this, because this was one of the things that oh, god damn it. Can you not click?
Continuous Kleber.
It's weird getting on Instagram on a computer.
Yeah.
Here we go. Why is it not? This is
hit the mic thing at the bottom.
You son of a bitch.
You wanted that item to be a utility in a world that you cared about, or for the clout amongst your friends and other people by having that thing virtually. That is going to happen to everything in the world, not just the confines of Fortnite. If you've ever bought anything virtually, you've already got the starting point to understand why it's going to happen.
Can you explain NFTs to me, but like in a simple way?
Do you play video games?
Yes.
Have you ever bought skins or virtual things for your game?
Yeah.
That's an NFT. Let me explain what I mean by that.
So that's kind of one of the breakdowns that I've heard. I listened to Mark Cuban talk about it a lot.
What's he have to say?
It was like a hour-long podcast.
Yeah, because I know he's in on Top Shot.
Yeah, he's in on Top Shot. But yeah, it's basically like, I like what you said at the beginning. It's like we're creating this digital world. Everyone has a Facebook, an Instagram, a website, all this stuff, and that's our digital house. And I like what you said is like the NFT stuff is your digital cards, your digital art, your digital music. I retweeted this. There's this producer that made an NFT. So it's like, say whatever producer makes a beat and it turns into To Pimp a Butterfly or whatever. They take that, and just like you said with the blockchain, it's got a serial number and everything like that. You can own that NFT of that, and that's like you having that plaque on your wall of like, I've got the OG NFT of To Pimp a Butterfly, and this is mine.
So where can I create an NFT? And
that's the $1 million question right now.
Yeah, I have no idea how to make them. I don't know if it's like as simple as someone getting on, like with Adobe Premiere and like After Effects and like making it look cool and blockchain. I don't understand blockchain yet. But
so in one of the groups that I'm in, obviously that's where I caught wind of a lot of this, but From what I gathered, you've actually probably made me go dive in this rabbit hole even further today now. So thank you. But according to him, he started whipping up his own last week, and he woke up. And again, I need to figure out the marketplace. I need to figure out everything. But apparently he whipped up some sort of digital something and woke up the other morning and somebody offered him half of Ethereum token for it.
Damn.
Which is what, $1,000 right now?
Yeah, Ethereum's at like 1,200, I think.
No, it's about to hit 2K. Bitcoin just hit an all-time high about an hour ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's at 60,000. So,
dude, that's what's crazy. Like, I got this. I got the Coinbase app.
Different language right now.
Dude, I got the Coinbase app. Listen to this. And whenever you get the Coinbase app, it's basically just like Robinhood or whatever for crypto.
right.
Whenever you sign up, they give you $5 worth of Bitcoin.
Mhm.
And right now, it's crazy because I haven't put any more money into it or whatever. But that $5, I mean, it's not. I mean,
but if you look at percentages alone, that's insane.
Yeah.
And that was free dough. So, you know.
Yeah. It's.
I mean, like, if it's to not to go off tangent here, but like, you know, half of the referral systems on these things, if you play it right, you can get a base set of like $500 to generate. And as Clay knows, if you got $500 in pocket, you can flip that into 1,000 in a week. So, you know, it's all out here right now.
NFT. Yeah. Like, I've been seeing it, obviously, because I think all three of us follow Gary Vee, and he's like full steam ahead on this. But I just don't understand. Yeah. Like, now, like you said, we're building this house. So I got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse. I got this digital house.
And we even have our own currency now, too. Like, think about it like that.
Like,
They're literally building an infrastructure.
But who's in charge? Like, I guess who's in charge of the internet? Like, we don't even know.
Like,
We are.
yeah, but is that not the argument, though? Is that not the whole point of crypto? We're supposed to be in charge of it. So, and there's no regulations.
Yeah, but I mean,
do I mess with XRP? I'm gonna be brutally honest. I don't know enough about it. All I know is it got blacklisted, and that's, you know, if it can't be on every single like server, if I can't buy it everywhere, then it's probably not something I really want to chase. You know, that was kind of my theory on that.
Sure.
In as far as other cryptos like that, I'm just gonna throw it out there because it seems to be the cool thing to talk about is Dogecoin, whatever you want to call it.
Dogecoin. You cleaned up on that, huh?
Listen, I'm not gonna say I was early on it by any means, but I saw the boom, and it's not like a traditional stock where you can punch in and punch out, or like, you know, in Robinhood, for example, let's say you take Riot or Mara, whatever, you can only go in and out 3 times before they cut your account, unless you got 25,000 liquid sitting in there.
Oh, so, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So here's my argument to that. If you ride a crypto hardcore enough, and like, let's say it swings up and down 10%, like Dogecoin did religiously for like 2 weeks straight, you know, you grab at the top, or, you know, punch out at the top and then punch right back in at the bottom, and just watch the pattern. And it was
just taking money.
I wasn't reinventing the wheel by any means. I'm just like, oh, okay, buy high, sell low, whatever.
Yeah. Buy low, sell high.
Buy low, sell high. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, dude. But, and it's one of those things to where, like, if you, like, in 2021, because that's when all this really started, or at the end of 2020, like with this whole deal with like GameStop and like all these like Reddit, Wall Street bets and all that stuff. It's like, if you had the time to like just sit there and follow it, and, you know, and obviously the capital to, you know, invest into it, you know, if you watched it,
all of this takes money.
Yeah. Over the past couple of months, you could have made, I mean, you could have made so much money.
Yeah. And like, realistically, the catalyst for all of this was everybody sitting at home, and shouts my man Drew. He calls them the pajama boys, the pajama traders. Like, you got dudes just sitting at their house all day, unemployed, running up these stimmies. You know, like, you know, everybody's trying to be a Jordan Belfort overnight right now. So, like, you know, it is what it is. So,
and we got another stimmy on the way.
Listen, I thought I was gonna wake up to that joint today. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, same.
As soon as Trump greenlit it, it was literally in my account less than 24 hours. So
Really?
yeah, I was like, whoa, all right, that. So
I'm gonna be checking my Chase app every fucking day
Oh,
now.
I saw tweets this morning from Chase and Wells Fargo saying it won't be here till the 17th, which is
actually,
Wednesday.
now that I think about it, it did hit on a Saturday last time, which I had never seen before. So definitely check your accounts today.
I already
Gotcha.
checked. It's not coming today.
I just checked. I don't have it either.
I just
What are
bought
we-
me Bitcoin.
What are we all gonna do with our new stimulus checks?
Mine's already spent.
On what?
Well, it was Yeezy release morning today. Clay knows what's going on out here. I mean,
Dude, I told Clay, dude, I worked 30 hours of overtime. So like I've been meaning to get a hold of people, but I'm just fucking tired.
and that's exactly what I never want to do again. That's it.
Yeah, dude, what was your reaction on that Nike story, dude?
My initial reaction, why the hell were we not in on it?
Dude,
we lived, all three of us were in Portland for 2 years at least, right?
Yeah.
And all this was going down right underneath our noses, and I didn't have a clue. But I do remember, it's funny we talking about Bitcoin today. I remember the day that like all three of us like kind of really like realized that this might actually be something. And I think I got Coinbase that day in the Wii studio actually.
Oh wow.
But we were all broke as shit. So
Sure, yeah.
I put like $20 in there thinking I'm balling. I'm gonna have a rack next week to pay this outrageous rent we're paying, but it didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
Dude, also our moms aren't the VP of Nike. So
And my mom is not the VP of Nike.
Dude, yeah, it's one of those things to where like looking back, like now, like getting like on the sneakers app, and like trying to like get these releases and stuff. Like I wonder, like whenever we all were there, that was literally in our backyard. We could have networked and like met people and like.
But here's my argument, and I'm not, better late than never is my theory on it right now. But like, not taking away from any of this, but like this was the goal, like to do all of this while we were out there. But unfortunately, we got dealt a very, very rough ass hand in the process. So having $5,000 liquid to go flip a batch of Yeezys wasn't in the fucking cards. So
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. But
dude, as far as for anybody listening, like if you're into sneakers or whatnot, like go check out Portland. If you go to a bar and buy somebody a shot, you're bound to meet a Nike rep. Like, this is what it is,
Or Adidas, yeah,
or Adidas, whatever.
Yeah.
What else is there? Under Armour, like
Under Armour's there.
Listen, if you need kicks, this is where it's at. Period.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, this kid. Like, did you see those Instagram pictures?
Dude, stupid.
Like we're talking like $100,000 bricks here, at least.
Dude, and that he was just like, Mom, like let me get these or whatever. Like
I've got two theories on this, right?
He was cheating. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not mad because
you can't knock the hustle, period.
I would be doing the same thing.
What do you mean? I'd be like, Mom, I need more. Like
I'd be a little bit smarter about it. I think.
Yeah, you wouldn't be catching me calling what do you call it, Forbes or Business Insider?
Business Insider.
Get the fuck out of here. You think I'm gonna let Business Insider? You think I'm gonna send them a credit card statement? You're out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah, it'd be VPNs out the.
With that, before we completely tear this kid down, part of me says his mom had absolutely nothing to do with it, minus backing the credit card.
You think?
Because I know, like, now that I know the game in the world, like, it's very, very possible this man did not even get a finger from his mom. I'm gonna be brutally honest when I say that, because like 10 years ago, this game was, you can catch 1,000 pairs with a bot, and as long as you have an Amex card with no cap, fucking game on. So.
It just seems too like
the writing on the wall is terrible.
I'm just like it's something.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. All right, I'm trying.
Right,
but innocent until proven guilty.
I just know Mama was coming home with early releases.
Release dates.
Well, I mean, with even if she didn't give him information, there was still information to obtain. SKU numbers, just early knowledge of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it wasn't deliberate money, You know, like there was definitely information that was utilized for advantage. Even and Clay's obviously a little further than this than Mio is, but like even if it's like a brick sneaker, I'm sure he had access to analytics of you know how many were sold in so many units and stores and shit. So I mean, you know, there's back ends to everything.
Yeah. I mean, but at the same time, it's like part of me is like, you little motherfucker. And then the other part of me
and
is
how
like,
old is he? Like 19, 20, something like that?
Yeah, he's young. And then the other part's like, hey, get your
money, man.
Get your money, dude.
Get your money. I'm not mad at that at all.
No.
But
I would like to hit on the sneakers app though. I mean,
I've tried twice, and both times I like instantly said go, and I hit it, and I was just like,
I don't want to talk about it. I'm just, like,
dude, yeah. and then like even that clip that you sent me, Heat, of that fat kid that was like
pissed.
He was like going in like, and he was like, and then like insult to injury, like, I already know I didn't hit. You're gonna email me afterwards.
Send me an email?
Yeah, you're gonna send me an email and tell me I didn't hit. I know I didn't hit.
So what app do you use for the Yeezy releases? Like obviously sneakers is Nike.
EasySupply.com, and Adidas has their own.
Okay.
It's called Confirmed.
Okay.
It's like the Adidas version of sneakers.
Gotcha. Did you hit on Yeezys this morning?
No. Yeah, we did actually, but not to the caliber that we were supposed to. Okay.
Gotcha.
7 pairs is not considered a hit in 2021. All right.
Hey, but seven pairs is 7 pairs.
Listen, we got Ferraris to buy, ladies and gentlemen. All right? We're not gonna do that with 7 pairs. All right?
Wait, so do you just put in your amount? You're like, I'm buying 7, or do you have to do 7?
Oh no, that's for another time off of camera. We'll get to it. But yeah, I got work for you, mijo.
Yeah, dude, I've been meaning to call you. There's a lot of people. I just talked to Huggy the other day, and I was like,
shout outs to him. He obviously made it public, so it's open territory. But shout outs to him for getting his shit together. I'm gonna reach out to him. As a matter of fact, I'm very happy to hear that.
But
I'm proud of him
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, his podcast. He just started a new podcast. Got a shot at what's called Saturdays.
SAD SAD Saturdays,
and it drops every Saturday. So go check that out.
And actually, that kind of fuels where my head was going with all this shit. And like radio ties into this too. Like moving forward, after the last year, you really have to be in this shit like 100%, mentally, emotionally, physically, and have it be something you enjoy at this point. So if he's actually chasing a project that's actually fueled by something he enjoys, then game on. Because nobody wants to talk about Ariana Grande all day. Like, let's keep it $150. Play, I see you.
Yeah, no, it's every time, you know, that I usually stay away from like, you know, pop culture topics and stuff. I try to keep it like whenever I do talk, I try to keep it about stuff that's not like, oh yeah, Ariana Grande has got a new boyfriend. Like, who cares?
Right. I mean, but you've always both of you guys have always integrated your own shit into it. So like that.
Absolutely.
Well, we were taught that way. So
yeah. Big news, like A-Rod and J-Lo split. It's like,
what happened? They split up?
Yeah. It's like this her like.
Do I still got a chance after all these years? It's going down. That's like a hot dog in a hallway at this point.
Oh God, J-Lo.
Come on.
Dude, but
are you still in Florida?
I am. This is that's West Palm right at the moment.
Nice.
What's the weather like there?
I mean, it's like 75 realistically.
It's like,
you know, as far as the insanity goes, you know, it never closed down here. So it's been, you know, all they did was turn, like, I think the bars closed at midnight for a while. That was it. So very different. Oh, what's up, baby?
Huggy, I don't know if you were on here earlier, but we were plugging your Saturday show.
Yeah. Shameless plugs. We got you, bud.
Yeah.
And saying how proud we are of you.
No, I think that's a very dope project. And I was saying that anything in 2021 has to be very passion fueled, or it's not even fucking worth it at this point, especially in broadcasting and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean that's the key, really, because like if you're doing a project and you're not passionate about it, it's gonna show.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And like I'll admit this, for like 6 months, beginning of the pandemic, like when shit really hit the fan, like I could even hear the quality in my mixes every day. Like I didn't give a fuck. It's like the world's about to implode. Who gives a damn about, whoop-dee? Like it,
Yep.
it doesn't really do. My man, absolutely, definitely gonna reach out.
Dude, that song, dude. Imagine if like that song came out like 2 years ago. That was an outdoor song.
Listen, there's a lot of things should have been happening outside that didn't.
Yeah.
I think that the guy who got the rawest deal, if we're gonna talk hip hop for a second, Jack Harlow, but
yeah.
he's got enough gas for the next go around though. He'll be all right.
Even like Roddy Ricch, because his song came out like late 19.
That valid point. The box was at number 1 for like fucking 9 months, and then listen, I got PTSD from that shit.
I have PTSD from so many songs, like, dude, and it's both of you know this. Like before I started working in hip hop radio, my knowledge of hip hop was very minimal. Like,
walking into an office with you guys off the rip, I'm like, this is gonna be some shit.
the song that still just irks me to this day. What's his Rob
Stone?
Rob Stone,
Yeah.
2 damn phones.
Dude.
Shout out to Rob
No.
Stone. The first concert I got DJ, that one. Yeah.
dude? Fuck,
Dude, yeah.
Dude, I just want to fucking
But you
first
know-
concert I played in Portland, we DJ'd for him at what was that? The Hawthorne.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out to Howard. He definitely yeah. No, he doesn't work there anymore. We definitely backdoored a dope deal with that and got that done. It was a nice evening. Fuck it.
That's awesome. Oh, dude. Mijo, is Howard still at Nike?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, he got put on even before the pandemic, or maybe at the beginning, he got put on like the back burner for a minute, and then like he works for a VP now, and she like rehired him and was like, "I need you on my team," and so he works directly with one of the VPs.
Well,
But speaking about people, I haven't talked to Howard in like 6 months. I mean,
I haven't
texted
talked to him since I left Portland.
I mean, I talked to him every
we talked
day.
to him before that. He was on the podcast a couple months ago.
Yeah. But I mean, I talked to him.
He's probably about this Top Shot life.
Yeah.
I mean, I talk to him every day. Like I text him or I send him an Instagram thing and we talk every day, but like I haven't spoken to him in
Like a talk.
since, because he was on our podcast in like July or something like that. But I talked to him like in September or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love Howard.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to check in with him.
Yeah, he's good people.
Yeah.
Gotta reconnect with a lot of the people from out there. Like I just got, the hurricane on the way out, and then it just kind of snowballed into the apocalypse of the world. So,
But yeah, you landed on your, like, I won't put too much of your stuff out there, Heat, but like you're DJing obviously, and then obviously just talking about you hitting on 7 pairs of Yeezys and not being satisfied with the 7 pairs. You're doing.
We adapt and adjust, ladies and gentlemen. We will never lose.
You're doing okay.
Dude, imagine,
And
dude,
I heard if just about some DJ shit. My phone rang this morning, and I found out the boys are literally out here working for free 99. So, how are you going to compete with that?
yeah.
No, and then you potentially go out there and get sick, and and then let's take it a step further. What, like, are these crowds in clubs at this point? No, we're putting 6 people at a table and they're gonna sit there and look at their goddamn phones. Do you really am I gonna sit there and DJ for you people? No.
Well, and it also just brings the value down for anybody else, right?
Everybody
Like,
involved.
yeah,
Dude,
you're
listen.
like, I worked years for my talent, and this guy's doing it for free. That means next time I go out looking for a gig, they're gonna be like, "Well, can you do it for free?" And be like, "No, my rate's 600 or whatever." Like,
right, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, slow night, blah blah blah," and then you're gonna hear that for 5 years from now. So I'm done. I'm out. The club, unless we're talking a couple thou in that place, and I can get my shit off, it's over.
Dude, tying the NFT back into DJing, like, potentially, I mean, because all this is very new, could you turn in, I love that cup, by the way.
Thank you.
Could you turn like one of your mixes into an NFT?
I was literally just gonna go down that rabbit hole with you because you said something that really stuck with me, and I was like, wow, like, is there a way to stamp these things? Like, I shouldn't even be saying this shit on audio clips right now. So let's say, how do we go get like a Funkmaster Flex Volume 1 cassette? How do we get the digital version of that bitch right now? And
Well,
that,
he would own it, right? Like that's the thing with NFT.
but here's so tying back in the Top Shot shit, right? The reason these things are gonna go up in value with the blockchain serial numbers. Let's say Dame Lillard goes and buys his own card, right, and then puts it on the marketplace. His name's always going to be attached to the ownership of that piece. So if you're saying yes, Funkmaster Flex can go produce an NFT of whatever, and then his name's always going to be attached to the sale and distribution of that specific serial number.
And something interesting about this is I don't really know how this works yet, but I think it's amazing. So Funkmaster Flex, original tape, boom, he creates an NFT. He sells it for 10 grand. Okay. The person that bought it for 10 grand, say they wait 10 years and something happens and it goes up and now it's 20 grand. That person that owns it now sells it for 20 grand. He still gets the original creator still gets a cut every time it's sold.
Wow. I didn't even catch that part of this.
Yeah, if I'm understanding it correctly, and this is something that like Mark Cuban was talking about. So say you're an artist and you create your digital art and you sell it, and then if that person resells and resells and resells and resells 100 times, the original creator gets royalties off of that every time.
And what percentage? That's the question.
Yeah, who knows? And that's all tied into the blockchain and stuff that I still don't
we got a lot of research to do, gentlemen.
Yeah. See, but I'm also curious about, like, let's say we're talking about samples, right? You go to a record store and you find like a dusty ass record and you've turned it into a sample piece, like you were saying earlier, Clay.
Oh my God, you just blew my fucking mind.
Like, do I owe royalties to the group, or is this my original?
Well, what happens when all the samples are individually owned with blockchain backing, and then you put together this fucking ensemble?
Dude, there's going to be some lawsuits coming in the
my
future,
mind with that shit,
right? Like,
nah, because that's if this works in theory, right? Why would everything not go to this? Yeah, because then you have proof of ownership.
Who owns it? Like, let's say I sampled Stevie Wonder, or I took a snippet of his.
Right.
Can he sue me because I'm using his content as an NFT? There's a whole bunch of lawsuits coming.
I think you're gonna have to get it cleared, just like you do.
I mean, you're talking about translating audio to. We gotta start with just visual shit first before we even go like, because all of this shit right now is all visual, right?
Yeah, I thought it was weird. I opened the pack today on Top Shot, and I thought it was going to have audio with it, and there's no audio. Did yours have audio?
No, you know what? Hold on. Can I do this at the same time? Will if I jump to another screen, will this cut off?
No, you're good.
All right.
No, you're just going to look crazy like you're staring at something.
All right.
Dude, but I've heard while you're looking for that, like, people are saying
there's no audio, but when I opened it, it played like some sort of like hip hop instrumental.
Oh, see, mine didn't even have that. It's just.
Did you do it on your phone or your laptop?
On my phone.
That's why I did it on my laptop. It did it. Did the other pack on a phone? It didn't do it.
Okay, interesting. And that could just be because like it's still in beta. Yeah. So. But dude, this is one of the things that Mark Cuban said about it, like. And like Gary Vee and like the people, like this is one of those things where like go back 20 years ago and people were like the internet is like becoming a thing, you know, and you have people that are jumping into it and being like, oh my God, this is great. This is going to change the world, obviously, which it did. And then you have other people that, you know, that were standing by and being like, oh, this is a fad or whatever. This is the next thing that's going to be a bubble and then it's going to go away. And they're saying that NFTs are going to be, it's like the internet 2.0 type thing. Like there's going to be people that stand on the sidelines and watch it and be like, oh, this is
and get down or lay down.
Yeah. And then 20 years later, everything's going to be, it's all going to be digital, man. I really believe that.
Well, I mean, like, let's all right, so our generation grew up in this shit, right? So we're the special ones that get to see it happen twice, quote unquote, right?
Right.
So you remember, hold on, shout outs to Hamptons on the Twitter check-in real quick. I see you, dog.
Oh, there we go.
Like,
I guess the thing I struggle with crypto and NFTs is like, I can't use it to go purchase gas. Like, so I just have money sitting in this.
What do you mean you can't?
Can I?
Yeah.
How?
What do you mean convert it to U.S. currency?
Well, that's
Cash.
the thing, right? Like, it's not liquid. Like, it just
Yeah,
sits
it
in
is.
this universe. But it sits in this universe of crypto, and then I got
But
to
it's a
pull it.
wallet that you own.
Well, yeah, but it's not easily accessible at the point where, like, oh, I need to just go put in gas real quick.
I'm going to argue with you and say you're wrong because let's say hypothetically right now, I need $20 for gas, right? I can go into my Coinbase, boom, send it right to my PayPal, have $20 currency instantaneously with no fees.
That's the cool thing about it. But I see what you're saying, Miho. You're saying like, say you have your wallet, your Coinbase wallet, and you got crypto and whatever. Like you're at the store or whatever, or gas. That's the analogy we're using. You're like, okay, I have this on my phone. It's in an app. You know, like I don't just touch my phone to the gas thing, and it's like, oh, you paid. But what Heat was trying to explain is like,
no, I get what Heat's saying.
Yeah, but
I'm treating it of the mindset of going to a different country, for example, right? Let's say you go to Europe, you're going to need euros, right?
Yeah.
You go to the internet, you need fucking Bitcoin. Like
that's a cool way to.
That's the way I look at that. So
it's all so.
But I think that's like why people struggle with it, right? Because people are just so used to people, and I'll put myself in that category. People are just so used to being like, "Hey, I have $20 in paper, right? Like, here's my $20 in the wallet," and it's like, well, I can't. It's a process to be like, all right, let me open my phone, get into Coinbase, pull out my money, get it on into my Wells Fargo, make sure it's there, go to the gas station. Whereas like I can just be like, well, here's my debit card and swipe.
I guess, but that's why it's considered a universal currency. You know, even if you have to translate it to whatever you need it to, it can still be applied to anything. I can turn it into yen. I can turn it into fucking Dogecoin. I can do whatever I want with it. You know,
it's a very cool concept.
Yeah,
but it's big. You know, it's really
big brain.
Really big.
But it's also like just a strange concept because even there's that like one guy who disappeared. I don't know if you heard this story. But he has like $58 million in crypto and they can't find him and his money's just sitting there. And it's like, well, like where's this?
I mean, a lot of this shit happens, you know,
but like, where is it sitting? Like, I know if I get my paycheck, I know it's sitting in this universe of Wells Fargo, but like, where is crypto sitting? Like, where is the hub? Like, is it
what's
Norway?
The difference?
It's just interesting. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just like super curious as to like, we created this new world, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like what? It's like finding Wakanda for the first time. You're like, what? Like, what the hell? Like, what are we talking about, guys? Like,
right.
Yeah, and then it's like, but where is this crypto world? Like, where did it start? Nobody can tell. And now there's people disappearing, and there's $58 million or whatever in crypto that nobody can get to. Like the FBI, CIA, like nobody knows how to get into this block, whatever. It's like, what are we talking about, guys?
It's fucking bizarre, dude.
It's strange. And I can see why people are like, well, like a guy goes missing and there's $58 million, like, and nobody can get into this. Like, not even the world's best hacker.
It's impossible. Literally impossible. It's worthless. That's fucking nuts.
Right?
Yeah.
And so
you got a jump drive, right? Like a little joint. It's got how much on it? 50 mil?
50 mil. And so is this crypto universe being sustained by this person's disappearance? It's like, well, there's 50 million in this crypto universe, and yeah, we could trade. Like people are trading, and it's just being sustained by this 50 million.
Listen, I can't answer all the questions. I don't have
I'm not asking. No, these are like existential questions. I'm not asking for an answer.
Right.
But it's just like it's a strange concept.
It's
Whereas,
very
like,
strange.
where someone's like, hey, there's Facebook stocks, right? People own stocks, and they're like, all right, well, it's being held by our monetary, like, there's value in advertising dollars and this and that, and rates go up for stocks. But it's like, well, crypto is just going off of, like, nobody's advertising on crypto, but people advertise Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer, and like there's things tied to these brands, whereas crypto is just like, hey, it's this universe, and people just trade.
It's hard, man. It's hard. And it's one of those things where I'm glad that we're talking about this right now, because in 20, 30, 40, like whenever we have kids and grandkids, that's going to be the world.
Right. Like this, it's norm. Like this won't even be a thing. Right?
Mijo, I see you holding up your wallet. You're going to hold up your wallet whenever you're 80 years old, and they're going to look at that and be like, what is that? It's like, oh, well, we're going to carried our cash in.
We're going to have USB ports in our arms soon. Like,
dude, straight up, like Elon Musk, he's already working on this thing called Neurolink.
Get the fuck. You know what? I've seen this movie before, Clay. Get the fuck.
I swear, it's an implant. You literally put it in your skull, and it has wires, and it like puts out these electro pulses or whatever.
Yeah, no.
And like where it's starting is like it's for people that have like brain injuries or
epilepsy
and it makes that part of their brain work.
Yeah, that's how it all starts.
That's the start. Yeah.
I don't know what Skynet is. All right, I'm not. Playing
The Matrix wasn't a movie; it was a documentary.
It was.
and the thing is, like, so there's different cryptos, right? You said Ethereum. Ethereum.
Is it Ethereum?
But that's the one that's really been like. All right, so we talk about Bitcoin, right? Like,
is that a different crypto?
Yeah, Bitcoin and Ethereum are different.
So who owns Bitcoin?
Well, the only thing I was going to say right now, at least I've figured out Ethereum serves a purpose, right? What is it that Bitcoin does exactly?
Let me read, dude.
What does it serve?
Well, Ethereum is the technology backing all of these NFTs and these Top Shot plays.
But who started it?
Who fucking knows? I don't know.
So whoever started it is making a killing off everybody else. That's my.
I don't know that. Who knows?
That's what I'm curious. Like, it's not an actual company. Like, I can't go to the office of Ethereum. Yeah, but I can go to.
But here's the other thing too, and let's factor this in here, because I'm gonna go make a coffee. I'm gonna bring it back with me though. But like, you can mine this shit.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna go bring a motherboard and a processor in here in 1 second. I literally bought a mining motherboard. We can go through this together. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Hold on.
Oh my god, dude, this is dude. It's look at that view.
Oh man, that looks pretty. That's a good. Those clouds look fake.
Dude, yeah, that looks like a desktop background.
Except for that bird.
Yeah, did you see that bird? Dude, but Mijo, there's so many, like, in theory, right? We could create our own cryptocurrency, right? And here's the thing. There's so many things right now. Like, you have, XRP, like Bobby said. You got Dogecoin. You got Bitcoin. You got Ethereum. All these things. Like, over time, it's going to be just like internet browsers. We could create an internet browser right now. You got Google Chrome. You got Bing. You got Firefox. You got all this. But, like, everyone uses Chrome. I say that. But for the most part, I feel like everyone uses Google Chrome. Like, that's the best. Like, you find the best one. And so, like, we could create one. Like, the same thing, like, with the Dogecoin. But over time, like, the best ones, just off of popular demand, I guess, people decide it's the best. I don't know. That's going to be the one that rises. It's going to be the one that's, like, the real thing. I don't know if this analogy is going to make sense, because obviously we're all trying to figure this out together. But think about it like doing like this. Like, say you go in to buy a TV. It's $800. You can hand them 8 $100 bills, or you can pay them in 20s. Or, you could pay them in pennies. You know what I'm saying? But who's going to walk in there with 75 buckets of pennies whenever you could just hand them 100? But it's all this. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. We're going to watch this episode. whenever we're 60 years old and we're gonna be like, wow, we were idiots.
It's just like, I guess the uncertain in my head at least, and maybe my sentiment is a lot of other people who like, there's not enough like the information. Yeah, we live in a world of information. I can Google it and watch interviews, but it just doesn't make sense. And you could say that about like American currency. Like, what's it backed by? It's not backed by gold anymore, right? So it's like, how do we know how much our money is worth? Like, so it's just, but like, if I buy a stock in Johnson & Johnson or even like Coca-Cola, like I know, like my, oh, here we go.
All right.
What is this?
So this is a very highly sought after product on the internet right now, right? This is a Bitcoin and Ethereum mining motherboard. And without sounding like a total fucking nerd, it has 13 GPU ports. And GPU ports are graphics processors, which are what fuels mining, apparently. So this is all new information to me. I'm just reiterating it.
So whenever you say mining, is this?
You can generate it through electricity and power, and somehow through this shit, you can create Bitcoins and Ethereum coins.
So this is literally, the word mining is basically like when people would go gold mining. They go and literally pull out gold from the earth and then turn it into money.
Yes.
So you're creating your own gold.
From what I've gathered, again, I'm going down the you're going down the rabbit hole with me right now.
I love it. Let's go.
I mean, I'm figuring it out as I go. But from what I've gathered, yes, you're creating it. And I originally thought that it would be like mining, where you go to look for coins that have already been,
like finding a penny on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. And apparently that's not the case. Apparently you can legit generate this shit on your own.
What?
Doesn't that decrease the value of
You
Ethereum?
would think the more tokens that are available, the less the worth there would be, right? Like a normal currency.
Stocks work, right?
Now here, I'm gonna blow your mind with this. Dogecoin or Dogecoin has an unlimited surplus. Like there's a never-ending amount of coins. So how does it have any value whatsoever right now?
People give it value. Why does gold have a value? The first person that like mined gold was like, I like this rock better than this rock.
No, right. There's value in gold because there's only a limited amount. It's a precious metal. That's why there's value to gold and aluminum and copper. There's only so much the earth created.
But what I'm saying is like,
whereas like you're creating an internet coin, it's like, well, there's an unlimited amount. It's like, well, why does it have a value of $2,000 if there's unlimited? Versus gold, there's only so much gold in the earth.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying. Like, and I understand what you're saying of like supply and demand, but take all the gold in the world and take all of the cement in the world or whatever. So somebody or groups of people had to say, this one is worth something and this one isn't. I'm talking like on a basic, like just primal level. Like,
yeah.
This is worth more than this because we decided so. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what's happening in this crypto world.
But I don't have any buts. But like, who's dictating? Like, all right. So I see like a new token and a new coin popping up like every day, right?
Right.
And sorry, I got that. Like. You would think with the more options that the value would decrease on these somehow. You know, I don't know. I don't know.
It's a strange. It's so strange. Like I need to research more.
All right, so I got more. So
hold on, real quick. Hold on, before we get into more, the thing that you have that mining thing.
Yeah.
So you just hook that up to your computer?
So are you familiar with the internals of a standard desktop computer?
No.
Okay, so let's start there. You got your motherboard, which is the thing that everything connects into. Okay, that's the thing that has all the holes, right? Uh-huh. You have your processor, your graphics card, which is the GPU shit I was telling you about earlier, and then RAM, which is that, and then your hard drive, power supply. And that's about it. But apparently, they make specific models of each of these pieces that are designed specifically for mining.
And so
what is that? It's a motherboard?
That's a motherboard. Yeah, that's like that's like the heart, if you will.
So you put that into your computer?
Yeah. So I bought a casing as well. Like I'm building this thing from scratch, from the ground up.
So you're building a whole new computer with that, and that's all that computer is going to do?
Yes. Well, no, it's with the more research, I can also run all of my software on it and do that at the same damn time. So I'm built. It's going to be
it has 13 ports. So
it has 13 GPU ports. So if I need extra juice, I can just buy more shit.
How do you get one of those?
You have to have access to shit that sells out in 30 seconds. So.
Like the cook group you're on, like Hyper. I don't know if you can talk about.
Yeah, no, shout out to Hypernova. Like, they're the brains behind half of this shit. Good luck getting in.
Yeah. So basically,
the last keys going for $2,500 right now just to get in the motherfucker.
Miho, are you familiar with cook groups? To explain what a cook group is.
A collective of guys that try to acquire sneakers or whatever.
You get like information. Like there's a reason like it's valuable to like get in there. He said it's $2,500 to like be part of this group.
Just to get the information, which is absurd. And then like all this shit, like the main thing is like every single piece of this costs bread. So in order to get to the final product of you catching, whatever it is that you're catching, you've spent triple over at least the first go around twice,
Got to spend money to make money.
100%. This is just like learning any other trade. It's fucking crazy.
I just want to understand it all so badly, like right now,
bro. But it's like it's the time. Now that like I've been doing this, for however long now, like it's a full-time job. Like whether everybody's like, oh, I don't have a real job, whatever. I only work so and so. Like motherfucker, I'm working 60 hours a week right now between DJing and everything else. Like I'm working more now than I ever have. I feel like
at like a corporate 9 to 5.
Right.
Right.
What I'm saying? So,
but it's cool because you're working for yourself.
Facts, and that's the difference. So like all this information, all this energy, you see the instant results of it. It's not going into a corporation, it's coming to you.
Right. Nobody's getting a cut.
Nobody.
Dude, so you were I kind of stopped you because I wanted you to explain what that mining thing was, but you were about to go into another level of either Bitcoin or Ethereum.
I was just gonna say one more thing. I invest how off the wall this shit is. I threw $500 into something called sushi, which I heard Mark Cuban was in, and sure as shit, my money's doubled in a month.
What is that, like a stock or is that like a
no?
Coin
It's another crypto.
Sushi spelled like sushi, spelled the same?
Yeah, like the food. And I'm gonna be honest, I was really high, and I'm like, oh yeah, that looks. Let's make a really poor decision today.
Dude, but I mean, it turned out to not be a poor decision.
And it was actually
you doubled your money.
One of the most successful moves of the month. I don't know what to tell you. So,
dude, hey, and speaking of that, like I cashed out my BlackBerry.
Yo, hold on a minute. Can we just acknowledge the fact that Clay calls me one day and he's like, yeah, let's do this stock thing. Fuck it, I'm in, right? And he happens to buy into BlackBerry like 24 hours out of all the stocks in the world. Hold on. Out of all the stocks in the world, this man calls with BlackBerry. He's like, I think I'm gonna put my money in BlackBerry. And I happen to already know this was going on, so it made sense to me at the time. But like any other time in the world, if you call and said, I'm gonna put my first stock's going to be this old expired piece of technology from 20 years ago, and this is where I'm going to put my money. I'm like, you know what? This is a great idea.
Dude, no, I got some information. So
hey,
Bobby,
you ate.
Yeah, Bobby right here. This
with
is my
3
cousin.
shares of Ethereum, that's like 6 bands right now. So
yeah,
dude, that's not bad.
And Bobby's got a lot in XRP too. So the event that XRP ever takes, like I
mean, that again, like that's what I've been reading. It's like it's been blacklisted everywhere, but everybody's saying it's still gonna go. So I don't know. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole personally, but I already got my hands in too many other fucking weird things right now. I'm over here like, setting up LLCs on a daily basis at this point. It's terrible.
Dude, but I love this because I feel like kind of what you were talking back about earlier, Heat, like with the passion. Like, and I don't know if this is a passion for money or if this is a passion because like it's fun, but just like doing, whatever amount of research you do, or whether you just like shoot from the hip and you're like, okay, I'm going to invest in BlackBerry or XRP or whatever. It's fun. Maybe it's because I have an addictive personality, and at the end of the day, it's basically
You
just
and me
gambling.
are very similar in that sense, and I think that's why we get along so well when we go down these rabbit holes. Sometimes I'll hit Clay, and he's like, "Yeah, bet I'm in." So like, and I got 3 people on that burner list. As soon as I find some wild shit, and he's on the list immediately.
I'm like,
So,
go, because
yeah.
dude, there's so much, and I guess it's just one of those things to where like we're all programmed at an early age to be like, okay, you go to school, you go to college, you go to job, you work 9 to 5, you buy a house, you start a family. And it's like this thing that's like already set up for you. Or you can get on the internet and spend 10, 12 hours a day doing that. And in a month, you press all the right keys and do all the right things, you could have $1 million.
Facts. And we've seen it happen this year.
Yeah. And it's just like, I think I'm trying to get in that like mindset of like, why not me? Like you see other people do it and you're like, oh wow,
I got
that's
sick
awesome.
of sitting on the sidelines, fam. Real talk. Like I'm just
Yeah.
like, enough's enough. We got our asses kicked in Portland, and I'm done. You know what
Dude,
I mean? Like,
I love it though, because it's like, yeah, you can sit on the sidelines and watch, or you can just be like, I don't really know how this game works, but I'm going to get in, I'm going to learn, and I'm going to get hit a few times. Like I got hit on the
and that's any other career field. Like, DJing, you get into this, and then, you remember the first time you cracked the microphone? Like, yeah, you get ran over a couple times. This shit happens.
Yeah.
So, there's a learning curve on everything.
It does. I'm excited. I don't know what I'm excited about, whether it's Bitcoin or
I find myself, bro, and like me, like I'm a psycho. I'll be the first one to admit it. But like this shit's got me on a whole nother track. Like I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and shit. Like
dude, yeah, he'll be texting me at 6 a.m. and I'm like, what? I'm like, damn.
And it's like not like I'm not still up from the night before, cracked out. Like like I'm good. Like
yeah. Working and hustling, man. I love it.
Yeah, like, but right. Going back to your passion shit.
But you guys keep going.
You got to bounce?
Yeah. But you guys keep going.
Oh, you got your thing. You got your thing. Okay.
Well, I'm going to go walk my dog. It's been fun, gentlemen.
All right, yeah, we'll call this episode. Dude, thanks so much for hopping on.
No, man, the timing was perfect on that, so it was dope.
It was.
Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. For those of you watching, if you're not already following us, there's our tag right there. Mijo's got to go to work, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.